all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
It's not always this obvious when young people need help. For 30 years, we've shown up for youth. With your donation, you can too.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel. Or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and roadwork all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation, because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Morning and welcome to this Monday morning edition of First Local. Oh, it sure
it was
is.
Monday.
Oh, isn't it Monday?
It's Monday.
It's Monday all over the place. Oh gosh, sorry, my wire. There we go. Yeah, well, yes, I'm running on very little sleep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, just one of those. I think I was a little bit, I was hyper productive yesterday, and I think I was still a little bit geared up when I went to bed. Although, you feel tired, but your brain isn't there with you. And then when I did start to kind of get a little bit dozy, somewhere about 1:30 in the morning, the street cleaners came. And you would think it would just be kind of like a back and forth sort of thing. No, they must have idled out in front of my apartment for, I'm going to say, more than an hour. Just a loud sort of
like a
industrial,
jet.
industrial rumbling that's just kind of there, and then they made some other fantastic noises. And then they went down the street and came back up, and yeah.
I mean, it's great that they're sweeping away all the dirt and filth and whatnot.
Yes.
But, I mean, at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, it happened to me too Friday night into Saturday. Luckily you get to sleep in on Saturday, but it sounded like a jet coming down the street.
Yeah.
And it's like my dog's going crazy. And
I mean, to be fair, when I stepped out this morning, wow, you can eat off those streets right now.
Yeah.
They look so good.
They do.
So good. In other news, Emma and I attended a Greyhounds game on Saturday.
There you go.
There was a flyer that was sent home from the school, and basically inviting, parents, guardians, and their child to, come and attend this kids' celebration at the tap room. I love a kids' event that's held at a bar. It's fantastic. But no, they had face painting and flags and the little body stickers for everybody. So it was very, very well done.
And how was the game?
The game was really good, but they had shuttles, by the way, to run people to the game. So. So the game was fantastic. They did start, the Hounds came out, very strong, scoring, like I believe within the first minute. They scored all of their 3 goals in the first period, and then just, as Jacob was wont to say, just held on to that lead, keeping that momentum going. The Storm was able to get 1 goal in. However, they were unable to catch the juggernaut as it steamrolled forward.
I think the Greyhounds now lead the series, right?
That would be game 2.
Yeah.
So 2 all Greyhounds in that series. Yeah.
Great.
So I guess if I was like really a sports caster, I would be able to tell you when the next game is. We could assume tonight. I'm going to say maybe tonight, but I'm not certain.
We'll look into that.
Yeah.
We'll also look
Go
into your
Hounds,
weather.
go.
It's not looking all that bad this week.
Okay.
We have a little bit of a wrinkle over the next couple of hours and maybe tomorrow. But then things are looking really nice, and I will tell you all about that coming up. But first,
okay,
Heidi's
all
got
the news. All the news. All right. So there was a code silver declared at Sault Area Hospital. I'd never heard of a code silver. So if you are as I, listen on. So shortly after 6 p.m. last night then, Sault Online was alerted to a heavy police presence at Sault Area Hospital. Upon further investigation, it was determined that an individual inside the hospital was feared to be targeted, and police were called to help hospital security in, ensuring safety at the scene. So we reached out to Sault Area Hospital, advising what we had learned. And Brandy Sharp-Young, who is the manager of communications for Sault Area Hospital, did provide our organization with the following response. On Saturday, April 23rd, an incident occurred with a patient who attended the emergency department. The patient believed they were under threat from individuals outside of the hospital. A code silver was called in order to ensure the safety of the patients and the healthcare workers within the emergency department, as well as throughout the hospital. Calling a code silver initiated our lockdown procedure and triggered a police response. Sault Ste. Marie Police Services did respond quickly, took charge of the scene, and secured the hospital. Once the police completed their investigation, an all clear was called. She reiterated that they do take all instances of violence seriously and that every precaution is taken to protect the patients and the healthcare workers. So we are still waiting for Sault Police Service to respond with a comment on the situation, and once we do receive that, it will be brought to you. Okay. This morning, shortly before 1 a.m., Sioux Fire Services rushed to a location in the core for reports of a structure fire. For the second night in a row, firefighters did find themselves faced with another fully involved shed fire. The location in the back of the 0 to 100 block of Abbott Street is off the same alleyway system and less than 100 meters from yesterday morning's shed fire in the back of a property on Albert Street. Neighbors in the area spoke with Sioux Online, sharing their concerns about the two incidents being so close in proximity to one another. Another, like an individual who lives in the area said, I'm worried my garage is going to be next. That one is there last night just over here. So he's, showing our reporter the proximity, like how close the two sites are to one another. He did note the amount of overnight pedestrian traffic in the area leads him to believe both fires were not accidental. That is speculation. We are still waiting for official information. Firefighters did work quickly to prevent multiple buildings from being exposed and kept the majority of the damage to one shed structure. As we are awaiting more details from Sioux Fire Services, we will bring those to you presumably today, which is when we anticipate to receive them. As always, we appreciate all of the tips and information that is forwarded to our staff, as we do rely on citizens to continue to be the eyes and the ears and helping us monitor these emergency situations as they evolve. Okay. Yesterday then, a busy day yesterday for emergency response. At approximately 7:45 last night, services were called downtown for reports of a two-vehicle collision. When they arrived, they located a pickup truck that had collided with an SUV at the corner of Queen and Elgin Street. Okay, firefighters then were required to use the specialized tools, to extricate the woman from the driver's side door of the SUV, removing the door in the process. Paramedics could be seen attending to the individual first inside the vehicle and then when she was taken to the ambulance. It appeared all injuries in the collision were minor, which is a fortunate thing, obviously. Police had the intersection completely closed during while each organization completed their assigned duties. All right. And then in a bigger story that played out over the course of Saturday, it started up shortly after 8:30 a.m. Emergency services were called to a scene where a car entered the front of a building at Manila Terrace and Gore Street. Upon arrival, the driver of the vehicle had fled the scene. Canine Hector and his handlers were called in and appeared to have tracked an individual back to a residence on Wellington Street East. Patrol units then closed off Wellington at Bruce while the emergency service unit, which includes the ballistic armored tactical truck, worked to secure the location. Ballistic armored tactical truck. Okay. One person was seen being detained in the back of a cruiser and taken away from the scene. However, there was no word in that time if the individual was going to be charged. So we did, of course, reach out to Sioux Police Services to get some further information and some comment. We did receive some information. So what came back to us from Sioux Police Services, since being on the scene of two police investigations Saturday morning, we, here at the station, of course, once again, the good citizens of our community forward information that they receive. What they did tell us was that earlier, so the individual that they were not naming in that moment, had reportedly shot one person and stabbed another at a location inside the city, according to people close to the victims. The person then is accused by many of crashing a vehicle into a building on Gore Street and fleeing to a location on Wellington Street. So we did get a copy of the social media message where the accused suggests he caused the collision. We did reach out to Sioux Police Services for any information. Communications Manager Lincoln Loudit did respond with an email, a media release. So officers are currently investigating an incident which resulted in two people being taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. One person is in custody related to the incident, and officers were in that time holding a scene on Wellington Street East. And of course, the advisement that further details will be released as they become available. So there you have it. You said one more, Mike? Okay. On an unfortunate note, it is my duty to report that the downed plane, for which there have been many extensive searches, the Canadian Armed Forces announced yesterday the suspension of the search. So the press release reads as follows. After 10 days of intensive efforts, the search for 2 people on board an aircraft which was reported missing on Thursday, April 14th during a flight between Delhi and Marathon, Ontario, has been suspended. The effort was coordinated by Joint Rescue Coordination Centre Trenton and involved a total of 5 Royal Canadian Air Force, 1 Ontario Provincial Police, 1 Canadian Coast Guard, and 1 Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources, and 5 Civil Air Search and Rescue Association aircraft. The Air Task Force flew 360 hours and covered approximately 17,300 square kilometers during the search. The effort involved over 100 military, Coast Guard, and civilian searchers, as well as coordination and support personnel. The search now will be turned over to the OPP as a missing persons case. So there are a number of heartfelt quotes. The other item of interest is just some details as to when they make the determination to suspend a search, what are the criteria that need to be met. This is posted in its fullness to our website at siouxonline.com. So for further information on that, please do attend siouxonline.com. And certainly the team here at Sioux Online and On TV extends our condolences and our continued hope that something will be found. Okay. Now, we're going to take a break from my voice and we're going to hop over into the world of Craig to give us some information about the nice weather that's coming our way. Craig?
Well, later on this week, it's definitely going to start feeling like spring with double-digit temperatures on the plus side. We don't see any. As a matter of fact, Heidi, as of today, I'm pulling the snow icons away. I'm putting them away for another season because we're not going to need them anymore, because other than tonight, where we could see a little bit where we could see a little bit of flurry activity and maybe into our morning. But after that, we're done. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast.
That.
Well, okay, we'll take a look outside. Looking kind of drab out there, looking a little gray, but we have no snow. We finally got rid of all the snow. It is the last week of April after all. Now let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. We're at about 1, maybe 2 degrees right now. We're not seeing any rain at the moment. That already came through mostly towards the east. Saw a little bit of shower activity this morning. We're basically with the clouds. We're going to also see the winds pick up sometime around the noon hour, and that could kick off a little bit of shower activity and maybe even a little bit of flurry activity, because our temperatures will start to go down after the noon hour. We're hitting a high of 6. We're going towards 4 degrees for your evening, and then -1 for your overnight, and that's where that slight chance of flurry activity comes from. No accumulation expected. I will tell you the good news coming up in just a little bit, Heidi.
Yeah, just keep dangling the carrot, Craig. Dangling the carrot. Oh, yeah, just after this next bit, after these next few hours, after these next few days, whatever. You know what? I'm looking forward to the summer when it comes for that, weekend in July. That'll be fantastic. Good times. Good times. Okay, we're going to take a break now and hop into the world of our sponsors. We are going to hear from the Chamber, inviting everybody to do all things local to support our business community in this time of recovery. Also hear from Superior Adult Learning, working one-on-one with adult learners to achieve their literacy goals. If you do have some literacy-based goals that you want to reach, whether it be becoming more adept at using your digital devices, increasing your skills in math, reading, writing, do reach out to Pat or Wendy at Superior Adult Learning, and they can help you set those goals and reach them. All right, in this interim, do go fill your cup. When we come back, we're going to talk about some more travel restrictions being eased. We also have Colette in studio today talking to Rick Thomas, the Illusionist. All right, so do fill your cup and come on back.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Good morning and welcome back. As promised, Colette is in the studio. She is speaking this morning with Rick Thomas, who's a very skilled illusionist, bringing a show to town. And what could be more exciting than that on a Monday morning? Colette, over to you.
Rick Thomas.
Hi, I'm Rick Thomas. I look forward to presenting the most amazing show as I weave magic, music, comedy, and dance into an evening I promise the entire family will enjoy. In fact, I promise to blow you away.
That's the best show in town. Yeah, this is our last show of the week, and it was by far our favorite.
Rick Thomas, awarded Illusionist of the World.
Illusionist
Rick Thomas.
Well, today we have a treat for you. We are with Illusionist Rick Thomas. Hello, Mr. Thomas. How are you today?
Good afternoon, I think. Morning. Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Not only do I not know what time of day it is, I don't know where I'm at. So
okay. Well, today is the 20th of April, and you are making your way on your tour, and you are coming to Sault Ste. Marie on Saturday, May the 7th, which we will get to, everybody, because you're going to want to have tickets to this event. One of the great things post-pandemic now is that everybody wants to go out and do things, and Illusionist Rick Thomas is going to have an event for us here in the Sioux. But tell me a little bit about your act. First of all, you're a renowned illusionist. I mean, Las Vegas performer, key to the city of Las Vegas. Tell me about that. What does that grant you?
I've had my own show in Vegas for 20 years. We were the most successful show for families in the history of Las Vegas. And I received the key to the city, of course, as well. And why I left Vegas, so to speak, is I'm out, and my main show is in Branson, Missouri, in a 2,000-seat theater, the Andy Williams Theater. He passed on, and they asked if I would go out and take over his theater, which gives me the opportunity 3 months a year, because Branson closes down 3 months a year, gives me the opportunity to actually tour the world. Nice. When I'm in Vegas, I perform 51 weeks a year. I go nowhere but stay in Las Vegas. Yeah. Now that I'm here at the theater, I can get out on the road and perform, and we take the show worldwide.
Yeah, I think I read this correctly. You were doing 600 shows a year in Vegas. Is that correct?
Yep, Vegas is 2 shows a night, 6 nights a week. You can add up the numbers.
Holy cow!
Branson's not quite as bad. We're only doing 1 show a night in Branson, but I do promise that it's going to be the same spectacular show in your beautiful theater as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was privy to some birds that kind of happened before the interview started. Tell me about your show, Rick. Why are we going to come see you on May the 7th when you hit the Machine Shop here in Sault Ste. Marie?
The show is wrapped around my mansion of dreams. I believe that nothing happens until you dream. And I've been working on a show that is now a sensational hit. And I bring people into my home or my mansion, and I show them where my dreams become a reality. And in the process, as we traverse through the halls of the mansion, we talk about your dreams and how important it is to follow your dreams. I bring a little boy up on stage and teach him how to make a girl float in the air. I bring a girl up on the stage and I give her a stunning, beautiful pin that says dream on it, and tell her that she's got to follow her dreams as well. It is a big deal for me. It's my whole life. It's what it's always been about. And I'm very lucky because I get to tell myself every day of my life, follow your dreams. But the Mansion of Dreams is beautiful. The effects are one of a kind. The show is stunning. My wife, Tara, is actually from Zimbabwe, born and raised there. Her mother from Australia, her father from England. She is the finest you will find in anyone who's assisting in a production like this. Yeah. And she, along with my other dancers, are beautiful. So you've got dancing, you've got extreme comedy, and wonderful magic.
Well, that sounds fantastic. So let's just bring it back to when you're going to enlighten and dazzle us Suites here. So doors open at 7 p.m. The showtime is at 8 o'clock, and this is at the Machine Shop. Beautiful place, yep. Rick. You're going to love it. It's becoming the hub of our city. So to get tickets, we have put that up on our events. We are going to do an article and send this out too. But Rick, can you give me some more insight as to, like I think the producer Mike wants me to disappear on this this interview. What would you do? What would you do?
Make you disappear? Well, we probably should do it in private and not talk in front of you about it. But I will say that it's quite entertaining. If you ever listen to two magicians talk and you don't know what they're talking about, and they talk about how they're going to cut something up and put it back together again, you would think that they were talking extremely morbid. But I can tell you that one thing that's really good with my show is it's hands-on. There's a lot of participation from the audience. There are going to be people on stage standing within inches of me, watching me cut a person in half. There are going to be people literally hands-on all throughout the entire presentation. And I can tell you that that by far is one of the highlights and keys to the success of the show is the reaction and the response I have with the audience. Oh. It's like no other magic show you've seen.
Well, that right there sold me. I mean, I think we've all been inside for too long and we need to have that and we're looking forward to it. So again, everybody, it's Saturday, May the 7th at the Machine Shop. All the details are posted on SeaOnline.com. Rick, thank you so much and have a safe trip as you come to the Sioux, and I look forward to meeting you.
Oh, I look forward to it. And so is my cast and crew. We are so thrilled. In fact, my wife, Tara, and I are the only two that have come in that direction. And the rest of the team are looking forward to seeing your beautiful part of the world.
Absolutely it is. Well, thank you so much. And we're going to throw it back to Heidi and Craig for the morning show.
Wow, what an exciting show. Certainly looks like a very big production. I'm very into illusionists and all things illusory, so I'll be sure to check that out. Okay, we are going to hop on over to Craig now for a little bit more information on the weather. Hopefully no more carrot dangling, Craig. Just deliver the sun.
Thanks very much, Heidi. Well, today we could see a little bit of rain. We may even see a little bit of flurry activity, but the big weather maker today is going to be the wind. It's going to be quite strong, from 30 kilometers to gusting to 50 kilometers an hour from the north. So it's going to be kind of a cold day today, at least, well, colder. We're going to see our temperatures drop as those winds start to pick up later on today. And that's because of this low pressure system right up towards the north. That brought us some shower activity over the night period. We have a little bit of flurry activity kind of wrapping itself into that low pressure system. We're not anticipating any sort of accumulation or anything like that, but we could see a period of flurries or maybe a mix of rain and showers late this afternoon into our evening. This is what we look like as far as the satellite goes, and it can show you we were lucky yesterday. We picked up that dry slot from that low pressure system. And we kind of dried out during the afternoon and into our evening, but we still have that low pressure system right here, and it's this colder air coming in, wrapping itself around that low pressure system that could give us that chance of seeing some flurry activity and even some shower activity late this afternoon. As far as the temperatures go for today, not all that bad. 6 degrees is our high. Again, we should be at 10 degrees at this time of year, so we're still a little bit off the mark, but we are heading that way towards the end of the week. Very cold in Wawa at +1 degree, and even back in Thunder Bay at +2. Everyone's kind of like way off the mark as far as temperatures go. Like I said, we are building those temperatures up for this weekend. This is what we look like for the 3-day forecast. Oh, sorry. No, I have the radar to show you first. This is a radar going into our afternoon period. You can see we're basically clear. We're not clear, we're cloudy for the most part. Partly cloudy, we'll call it. We do have a little bit of rain that may try to come up late this afternoon, mixed with that colder air that's coming in, and that's where we see that chance of flurry. Now let's take a look at your 3-day forecast. This is what we look like. 6 degrees for your high. The winds are going to be picking up sometime this afternoon. We could see those showers or flurry activity develop anytime after 3 p.m. into our early evening, and then we just become cloudy. For Tuesday, again, we have that chance of rain and even some flurry activity because temperatures are on the way down at +3. We're going to see the negative temperatures also come back for the next couple of days. 7 degrees for your day on Wednesday. We kind of dry out and we start warming up into the weekend. I'll give you those details coming up. Heidi?
Well, thanks for that, Craig. Little tiny hiccup there, but that's okay. We're also delightfully human here. We will take one more break before coming back to social media and factoids, a very special birthday shout out. As well, I'll give you the highs and lows of the new travel restrictions that are being eased. So one last time, fill your cup and come back. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Good morning and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. I myself am out of coffee, which is a very dangerous state of affairs in this moment. Yes. Okay, so very quickly then, starting today, Canada is set to further loosen its COVID-19 restrictions for travelers. So travel experts expect it to spur an influx in Canadian traveling. So as of today then, children 5 to 11 who are accompanied by a fully vaccinated parent, step-parent, guardian, or tutor, people are traveling with their tutors? Okay. Will no longer be required to complete a pre-entry COVID-19 test. Children under the age of 5 also do not need to provide a test. Thank goodness, because I don't know, like even just trying to test like my 7-year-old is a little bit like trying to contain an eel, like the thrashing, the moaning. Fully vaccinated travelers will no longer need to provide a quarantine plan upon returning to Canada. Every easing of restrictions makes it easier for people to travel, especially for families. And this is coming from Travel Best Bets President Claire Newell. So with this round of restrictions, that's where I really noticed a lot more families excited to start traveling. Newell says that the testing requirements were a hindrance for many families with younger children. There it is. That pre-flight test has been expensive. It's also been a hassle, she said. It was an added step and an added cost. However, pre-entry tests will still be required for partially vaccinated or unvaccinated travelers ages 12 and older who are currently eligible to travel to Canada. Well, this is posted to the website anyway. It's kind of unclear to me because it does talk a lot about, vaccinated. There's, a minor reference to unvaccinated. So does that mean that people who are unvaccinated then can travel? I'm not sure.
You got me.
It's kind of...
I'm so confused.
Like if I read that again, pre-entry tests will still be required for partially vaccinated or unvaccinated travelers ages 12 and older who are currently eligible to travel to Canada. So is that somebody coming into Canada from outside of Canada?
Sounds like it.
Does that mean that somebody in Canada can travel and then
That's so
I know.
so confusing.
Well, allow us to muddy the waters still further. I'll do some digging. I'll see what I can find out, and then I will,
It's just confusing.
compile that into a nice, zesty summary for you and see if I can clear some of these muddied waters. All right. Before we get into social media, a birthday happened over the weekend.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. One of our more consistent watchers, Bradley, wishes to provide a belated birthday shout out to his beautiful sister Trisha. There she is. Happy birthday, Trisha, from the team here. Certainly happy birthday from your loving brother Bradley. I hope it was a wonderful day for you, and I hope that this year is filled with all the good things, and may it be your best year yet. So happy belated birthday.
Aww.
Yes. Now,
All right.
over into the factoids.
Factoid time.
All right, factoids. It was on this day in 1987 that U2 started a 5-week run at #1 on the U.S. album chart with their 5th studio album, The Joshua Tree. Inspired by American tour experiences, literature, and politics, the album topped the charts in over 20 countries and is one of the world's all-time best-selling albums with over 25 million copies sold. The album, which won a Grammy Award for Album of the Year, produced hit singles like With or Without You, I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, and Where the Streets Have No Name.
I was going to say that album had a lot of hits on it.
Oh, yeah. Great, great album.
Yeah.
April 25th, 1994.
Okay.
The Eagles played the first of 2 shows where they recorded their Hell Freezes Over album. Don Henley, Glenn Frey, Joe Walsh, Don Felder, and Timothy B. Schmidt first got back together the previous December for the making of a Travis Tritt video of their song Take It Easy. The name of the album was taken from an earlier quote by Glenn Frey, who responded to the question, when will the Eagles get back together? When Hell Freezes Over. I saw that tour. I saw 2 shows in Toronto. It was brilliant. It was just, the Molson Amphitheater. They had the nice rolling grassy hill, so you could sit there.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, you could do whatever you want.
But it was a great concert. It was a great time. It was a beautiful
Oh, you
evening.
remember the concert. Okay.
I do remember the concert. Okay. And my lawyer has advised me to move on. Social media. Okay. Margaret McKeag starting the week off with a decisive slide into first place. Good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Michael Agawa says good morning. Good morning to you, Michael.
Hi, Mike.
Terry Matthews. Good morning, all. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, Terry.
Marilyn Dunn says, good morning. Happy Monday, all. Good morning, Marilyn. I'll have another coffee, and then it'll be a happier Monday. But yes, it's all right. Yeah, that's right. You keep that away from me. Keep your coffee out my hand. All right, Michael Agawa bidding Margaret good morning. Enika says, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Yes. Bradley, supportive, loving brother that he is, says, good morning. Hope you all have a great week. Good morning to you, Brad. You as well. Tony Mancuso says, good Monday. Oh, we've got the tracks. But he's got a new image of the tracks and the sun coming up. So, yeah, cool. But anyway, the sun comes up 3 times.
That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah. Have a great week or great day and enjoy the week. You too. Okay. Tony says, is not my car on Gore Street.
That's a good thing.
Marilyn Dunn, on a positive note, I was surprised pulling up to a Tim's drive-thru to be told the person ahead of me paid for my drink. I have no idea who it was, but a thank you to them. How kind. Now my turn to pay it forward. Aw, yes, I like those
good way
kind
to start the week.
Yeah, good chain, good chain. Joseph Bertrand down there at Maker North solving all the problems. 3D printing, laser cutting, woodworking, you name it, Joe does it. He and Riley down there, the dynamic duo. Happy Monday. Happy Monday from you. Oh, I think we have a new viewer.
Uh-oh.
Debbie Rue Bernard. Have we heard that name before? I don't think so. Yay! Well, welcome aboard, Debbie Ruth Bernard. She says good morning from Colorado.
Oh.
Thank you for
There's
watching.
a state I'd like to go visit.
Yeah. You know, how are you connected to the Sioux? I always like to know that. And then rounding out the morning, we have Jen Buchan. Good morning, again with the sun and the Traxaland, bidding us all to have an amazing week. You as well. And then we have, a new viewer again.
Another one.
Destiny Hope. Hello, Destiny Hope. Well, I like to greet Destiny. Whew, whew. Something kind of like, shivery about that. Anyway, Destiny Hope says good morning. Good morning to you, Destiny. Thank you for watching. There we go.
Great. Super. We like new viewers.
Yes.
More the merrier. Okay, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast, see what your week is looking like. Finally, I get to put 3 suns in a row. With double-digit temperatures that we can enjoy right into next weekend. It's just today and tomorrow that we kind of have to put up with some wind and maybe some showers and maybe some flurries. But it's coming to an end, and we're finally seeing those double-digit temperatures, and they're going to continue after the 7-day period as well. So May is looking really nice. Yeah, May is really looking nice.
I got Mike in one ear, I got Craig in the other. I don't even know who's talking anymore.
She's just responding anywho.
Let me see here. Wait. We've got another new viewer. We've got Fred Pelletier from Good Morning from Northland Lake. Well, good morning to you, Fred. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting, and welcome aboard. I did miss a birthday. Shout out also to Darylise. I am uncertain of her married name, but she is the beautiful, accomplished daughter of my very good friend Angelisa, who is the owner of Absolutely Delicious, and her food is absolutely delicious.
I've been there before.
Yes. And Kim is here to tell us that the next 2 Greyhound games are Tuesday, April 26th, so tomorrow, and Thursday, April 28th in Guelph. The next home game, if necessary, will be April 30th. Thanks for that, Kim. All right.
Awesome. That's your Monday.
Yeah. And there we are, 7 minutes over time.
Oh, jeez. I thought we were under time today.
No.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Yeah, all right. Well, you know what? We are the Sioux's only local news show, so do spread the word. Make sure that you're tagging people in the comments, like, follow, share, all that kind of stuff. You know, we enjoy what we do. We want to increase our viewership. And if you are...
It's happening, bit by bit.
Oh, yeah. And if you are a business looking for a marketing plan tailored to your budget, you give Amy or Nicole a call in our sales department. They will be happy to accommodate. All right.
In the meantime, have a great Monday.
Yes.
We'll see you on Tuesday.
Okay.
Taco Tuesday.
Ooh. First Local. Supported by Maker North. 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.